Hello and welcome to the Round 10 review for Supercoach 2022. It is George from Fantasy Take TV, and we'll discuss how we went this week, discuss some topics, Cogs, Bailey Smith and Bontempelli getting forward status, touch on that, and we'll go through the team. We scored 2,452 and ranked 7k, so still nowhere near where I've been in previous years and what I'd like to be. But I think we've had a good few weeks, done some good trades. This week's trades were a bit hit and miss. Brought in Rory Thompson, so at least we have a loophole. But other than that, I think team went okay. So a few other big scores out there. Didn't get the captaincy right. Put it on Neil instead of Oliver. Lose another 70 points for no reason, 80 points, but the old McCrane to Neil, we've done that 3 weeks in a row, and it just is not working. We captained Oliver last week, so not great. But I guess the midfield didn't do super well. Like, we were always going to captain a mid, and if it wasn't Oliver, it would have been a crap score. So, so 25k in the bank, 13 trades. Got to get McCartan up, got to get Greg Clark up, and then need to get at least one of Bont or Baz. Probably Bont, I'm not too sure. They play West Coast this week, so it's going to be a tough watch. We'll just touch on the forward line. But so technically 2 upgrades, and then Priest probably needs to get to Wits or Darcy, and then one of these needs to get to Bont, I guess. So I guess 3 upgrades, pretty doable in 13 trades. It'd be nice to get both Bont and Baz, but we just don't have the trades to do it. So we'll start off in defense. Well, actually, I think we'll speak about the topics of the week. So I think the trying to on the podcast, we were saying, do we trade Cogs? We're not really sure. Some people weren't in position to, given there was a new coach, and if the break even wasn't high, we said break even wasn't high. Like, we're not even touching Cogs, but with Bont and Bailey Smith coming in, people are happy with their forward line. Cogs might have been their weakest forward, so they want to get Bont or Baz in for him, cash him out while he's expensive. So fair enough. So don't blame you for doing that. Just probably the wrong week to do it when he's playing West Coast. So I'm not going to sit here and say Cogs definitely top 6, but the role, he looks like he's got it back. We'll see how it goes when Lockie Ash comes back in. I expect him to play half forward. Not half forward, half back, but we'll see. Fantastic. A lot of people traded Cogs, or fantastic for me. And I've been on the receiving end of these. I traded Gorn early, and then 140, 140, 140. It's just, Cogs not going to do that. So it happens. And I think in the first few rounds, like when I traded so badly, traded my way out of the season basically in the first 2 weeks, probably the main thing I learned is be a bit more careful with trading players with a good ceiling. We traded Brody round 1, I think, to get, I don't know, what we were trying to get Jack Hayes, I think, which is silly move in hindsight. Got him back, but we knew that he had a ceiling because he scored 200s in the preseason, and you don't want to be death riding a player that can score that well. So it's been a bit more careful with trades the past few weeks, and that has helped us climb up the ranks. So a few good lessons in the early in the season. We'll remember that for next year. Don't go trading players that can go massive. And even Gorn, Gorn is pissing me off really bad at the moment because he, in terms of his scoring, just because we paid so much for him and he's gonna drop 150k, and we've got nothing out of him. And Wits and Darcy are killing us every week. So it is what it is with that, but at least, Gorn had 2 130s in the preseason. We traded Gorn. He went back to those 130 plus scores for a bit, and then I don't know what's going on now. I just need him to get it together, because this is not good not having Wits, because Wits is not slowing down. So I don't know what we'll do there. Are we trading Bruce or Gorn to Wits? Probably Bruce because of durability, but I don't know. At least Priest has been solo rocking and Gorn's sharing, but whatever. We'll worry about that in a few weeks. So our defense has been unbelievable this year. Just too many good defenders, and next year we're going to have to pay 600k for 2 or 3 defenders, I think. There's not going to be many players underpriced. But yes, LeBron James Sicily, as we call him in the Discord now, just unbelievable. He's currently D2 to George Hewitt. And I think he'll end up D2 for the year. I think this scoring, I think 110 plus is sustainable, or 110-ish. I'm not sure 115, 120, but just the amount of scoring avenues he has is ridiculous. And he's the best defender in the comp. So, love having James Sicily on board, and yeah, great buy for 500k. Well, that's what we got him for anyway. So yeah, to think that, you know, Hewitt and Sicily are D1 and D2, and they were both combined like 840k. It's just unbelievable. So you needed to have both in the starting team. But yeah, Hewitt again just hasn't dropped below 110, ultra consistent. If we captain Hewitt every week, I honestly think we'd be better off, apart from the weeks he was out, than what our current captains have been. And Crisp 107, that's solid from Crisp. I think he's been fantastic this year in the midfield. Yeah, nothing negative to say on Crisp. And yeah, Dawson's been a good trade in so far. So we got him for 520. He's probably going to head up again this week. Went up 40k since we got him in. So yeah, timing kind of worked out. So a little bit lucky with timing there. But yeah, he's contested marks, kicked a few goals, goes back, finds a pill, goes on the wing, gets a few marks here and there, sets up a few goals. He's a gun. I didn't see Richmond game, but I'll just take 110 from short. And then, yeah, McCartan and De Koning have been unreal. So it's a shame to let them both go, because what will happen is I'll need to go. I'm hoping to get Jacob Ware in a few weeks, see if he keeps playing for down to De Koning. And that will mean I have Thompson and Ware, which is a really, really shaky D7 and D8. I'd like one of them to have DPP, but I don't think we're going to get anyone. So hopefully Ware can just keep holding his spot or something, but we'll see how that plays out. But yeah, McCartan's been great. We'll keep fielding him. Koning good, and Rory Thompson is dead in Supercoach terms for 4 to 12 weeks, whatever that means. So yeah, I think there was a moment where he conceded a goal really easily, tried to turn, and he looked really slow. It looked like he just gave away the goal, but I think he actually hurt his knee, which would explain it. So yeah, I mean, he outscored Buku Kamas in the first 5 minutes, so was it the right call? Well, guess no, because of his durability, but he got through 5 games at AFL and VFL level, so I thought, take the risk, I guess. I thought he was better than Buku, probably should have been, but here we are. So, in the midfield, Oliver didn't captain. You could tell within the first 5 minutes he was going to go berserk. Neil captain, they sent Shields to him after halftime, I think, clamped him. I guess that's the problem with Neil. He just gets tagged all the time. Does he ever not have a bloke hanging off him? Plays GWS this week, so even though new coach, I'll just probably let that one go for captaincy. Laird on debut, 105. So yeah, just didn't really get a lot of the in and under stuff till the last 10 minutes and saved his score, so that's fine. So I think he's top 8 mid at the moment, so I think top 5, so that's fine. Hopefully, yeah, we traded him in for Nick Martin, so pretty lucky to get rid of Nick Martin. McRae VC, yeah, been a bit disappointing lately, but how are you supposed to score when you got 5 other blokes getting 28 touches a game at least? So it's just not his fault, but yeah, disappointing last quarter. And then Took just had a bad game. Lots of clangers. Dogs midfield were a bit overwhelming. And move on. Petrarca was good. Cripps is this a problem? Not sure. So he's playing a little bit ruck, and I think when you see a few bad scores in a row from Cripps, or 2 bad scores, because it's Cripps and not, like a McRae or Oliver, I start to worry slightly. So break even of 179. I think they're using him in the ruck a fair bit. I'm not sure how many ruck contests he had. I'd like to find numbers on that if that's possible, but yeah, you're not gonna score like uber mid if you're pinching in the ruck that much. So I don't know. I'll look into it a bit. Might watch some tape on him, but he didn't really play very well either. He got a lucky intercept, kicked a goal that got fed out to him. If those don't happen, he probably scores 60. So a little concerning. Yeah, I don't know. Plays Collingwood at the MCG. See how he goes. But slightly concerned just because he's Cripps and, is he slowing down? I don't know. But it's easy to forget he was the best player in the comp 2 weeks ago. So probably Oliver maybe he's overtaken him. But yeah, we'll see how he goes next week. I'm willing to get another look. Willing to take a price drop to get another look. Just, Anyway, I've spoken enough on Cripps, but hopefully he's all good. Greg Clark disappointing. So yeah, what we did here is we could have taken Hobbs' score, but we accidentally left McDonald in the forward line, so he couldn't take Hobbs' score. So we stuffed that up. 18 points, whatever. But yeah, bench all making money. Macomb, Hobbs. I think Macomb should get to about 270 with 250s. And Hobbs should get to about 300k, so that'll be good. Ruck line is not good at all. Gone, I don't know. Feel like he's playing more forward of the ball. Jackson's ruck time's upped a little bit the past few weeks. Plays Darcy this week. I don't know. Just whatever. Hopefully he bounces back. I don't know. Very annoying. Very bad trade. Priest illness happening to so many players, and then Sam Hayes recovered, which was good. So the forward line was really good. Last week, I think, had a few issues, like Cogs had a bad game, but forward line is really good, and now it's more, who am I trading out to get Bont or Baz in? Well, ideally you want both, but I don't think we don't have the trades to get both, so we got to get one. Both play West Coast this week, so they'll probably score, I don't know, 130 minimum each. Just like Bond's contested work around the ground and Bailey Smith's running powers, I think it's going to be too much for West Coast. So we're not getting rid of Dunks. We're not getting rid of Parker. And hell, we're not getting rid of Brody. Like, what's this 3-round average of like 125? Not getting rid of Brody. He's 105 average. So that leaves Isaac, Butters, Cogs. Well, Heaney played a lot of mid on the weekend, and he was quite good. I thought he had a huge, I think 15 contested, something like that. And his contested work was better than Mills, for sure. So Mills gets a lot of cheap stuff. Mills can get the in and under stuff, but Heaney was the one, and Parker getting the in and under stuff. So, I don't know. I don't think it's Heaney. And then Butters and Cogs. I'd like to see how this role plays out for Heaney. Carlton are probably the best midfield in the league right now. And they had to play Heaney in the midfield to compete with them. So that was interesting. He's also he had a goal taken away from him, or I think he was about to have a shot on goal and the siren went, and then he had a mark inside 50 and he was going to have a shot and then it was touched. So he kind of, probably left, he gets one of those, he scores like 105 probably, something like that. So it's whatever, but I don't think we're trading Heaney. I know 6-run average of low 90s now, so not bad, but not great considering the quality elsewhere. So yeah, I like Heaney. I don't want to trade him. Then there's Butters and Cogs. So Butters, I'm not sure. I feel like he could drop I think he usually destroys Essendon, so I think that'll be certainly not trade him this week or anything. But Butters, I haven't watched him. I watched him the week before. I didn't watch him this week, so I'm not sure. So I'll go back watch some tape again. But I think it's just one we'll assess for the next few weeks. If he drops another 50 and gets on my nerves, then probably he's the one that goes. And of course, Cogs played West Coast, who were terrible as usual. So I don't know. I thought, what do you get? Nearly 35 touches playing, put him back in the midfield where he belongs. Played really well. It was quite strange because he was hitting targets left, right, and center, and that's, we're used to him missing targets. So maybe, a little bit of tension between him and Leon, I guess. Watching that documentary didn't look great. Look, I don't know what the relationship with both of them was. I don't know if it was good or bad, but I think I definitely prefer No Leon for Cogs, that's for sure. I think that was his best game for many, many years. So really happy to see Cogs back. Good for his confidence as well, because he works really hard. He's a captain and everything. But yeah, as a Supercoach pick, well, hell, you're not trading him in the short term, so leaning towards Butters to Bontempelli in a few weeks, just because of the low floor, and he's a bit younger, and probably the one with the durability I'm most concerned of. But yeah, I'm not too sure. So we'll keep an eye on this. It'll be interesting. But yeah, I mean, more than happy to field all 6 for the next few weeks at least, and then we'll definitely need to get Bont or Baz. And that's it. So I don't think we're trading this week. So what could we possibly do? Well, it depends if Jacob Ware is named. If he's not named, then we might have to go early Deconing to Cleary just to get a downgrade option in. Depends on team sheets. Because we need to get we need a downgrade. We need to get Deconing's money. But in a perfect world, I think Deconing would be a perfect defender and forward cover if you had another DPP here. So that would be perfect. But I think we need his money is too important. Once you downgrade him 250k, that's too important. I think I'm having asset attack or something, but I should be fine. So yeah, don't really know what to do. So yeah, Thompson to Cleary we could do. We're not in position to do that. 13 trades is ultra mega low for us. So yeah, I honestly don't know. So who do we want to finish the team? So I think this one has to be Doherty or Sinclair. It's hard. 2 weeks ago I wanted Doc. Now it's leaning towards Sinclair. So I guess we'll get one more week of data. I'm not sure it matters too much. I think Sinclair, just because Sinclair had a much better preseason than Doherty, I'm probably leaning towards him. And I think a lot of top teams have gone for Doherty, and I wouldn't mind death riding him, because he was on for a pretty bad score until he got about 5 kickouts in the final quarter and saved his score. So, does he slow down? Because his body's been through so much. But, it's a hard one. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's fine and he ends up top 5 defenders. So, yeah, not sure who I want out of those two. And then the midfielder I want, let's go shopping, I guess. Players. We'll take a quick look at defense. So who would I like? Let's go average. Not getting Stewart. Well, yeah, Sinclair or Doherty. Oh, Doherty's down to 110. Don't care about Willard and don't care about Houston, although he's been good. I don't mind Bailey Dale. And I think Isaac Cumming, I think they might add a few pieces to that defense. So they added Ward back there. They might throw Ash back there. So yeah, maybe you're slightly concerned about him. But yeah, I did like him early on. But yeah, not anymore. Pendles, no. Too old. But yeah, Star. Nah, it's just Sinclair or Doherty, and we can't afford Stewart. So midfield, I think it'll be Sinclair. Well, Callum would be great if he comes down enough. So probably Callum, but I don't think we're in position to get him, or Sam Walsh. Parrish has been good. I don't know, 43 touches, 128, and he got scaled 20 points. I don't know. Should be fine. Yeah, wouldn't be upset with Parrish. Brayshaw I don't want. Contested rate's not good enough. And Ben Keys, his kicking's reverted to what it was last year, so it's a bit disappointing, but still been good, but just not as good as he was early. But I think he can recapture that. So, if he comes down to 500, not the worst M8, I think. But I think there's, probably want to pay up. And yeah, I think we want Marcus for sure. Kelly, no. The one interesting one, he's probably way further down, is Tom Mitchell. I'll probably grab him in fantasy, but yeah, 490k, geez, that's good. I think I'd just rather pay up if I have the money anyway, but they indicated that they want to use him inside mid again, and that's what they did, and he scored 130. So yeah, had the week off, was sick, so I'm not against the Tom Mitchell pick at all for 500k. That's a think it's good. I just worry in the long term, does Sam Mitchell start playing him half forward again? But I think in the short term, they want him in the midfield at least. So yeah, I'll grab him in fantasy, but not Supercoach. And then like forwards, well, I don't even need to look at this, I guess. Don't want Treloar, like not really interested in Lebo, although he's good. Don't want Dusty. Dylan Moore's been good. Toronto's probably no at this stage. Maybe he's been playing injured, I'm not sure. Gresham's been quite good. We traded Lip. I thought he was underscored today, but it's whatever. So yeah, obviously when Bont and Baz get it, and I don't think we're going to worry about English just because like the cover would be good, but I don't know. See, maybe they ease him in because he's had a bit of a layoff. So I guess English, I wouldn't be jumping on him straight away, but wait and see. Like, do they play sweet with him? I don't know. So yeah, hopefully it's Sinclair down back, Walsh or Mills M8, probably Wits here, and then Bont to like Butters to Bont or something. Just see how Cogs goes over the next few weeks because it was West Coast. So yeah, that's it from me. Let me know how you went, all that. For the podcast tomorrow, I'm not going to be home, I don't think. So I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Might have to do that Tuesday or something, but maybe I can figure out a time for that. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.